Greetings, my name is HAASHWEIN. This is my recording for the final assessment of basic strength and conditioning. Okay, going on to the first question. Briefly explain the chronological process of a systemic exercise programming by a strength and conditioning coach. Okay, the process starts from goal setting. We have to do goal setting to understand the needs and wants of the athlete. And then we have to carry out a need analysis where we survey the athlete's background, the training status, the injury history, and to understand the preferred outcome of the athlete. Why are they doing the training for? Are they doing it for weight loss or are they doing it to have a performance gain for? So that's the reason why we do the need analysis. And then we go on to the movement competency screening where we screen whether they are able to perform these basic movement tests such as single leg squat, push up, twist and lunge, and bend and pull. So these are the type of exercises that we do. Okay, if possible, it is important to carry out the 1 rep max test to see where is their basic strength capacity at. So this will give the strength and conditioning practitioner an evaluation of how much that they can lift or their body can endure. And then it's going on to that. For the next step, we plan the specific training program based on the appropriate periodization phase. So we have to see what phase of the periodization are they in. And then we use the 7 principles of strength sport science principle training principles. The principles consist of individuality, progression, overload, and etc. so on more. So we adjust the volume and the load and the frequency as well as the rest period according to the desired outcome or effect of the training program. By manipulating these 3 basic volume, load, and rest period, it changes the concept of the program itself, the training program itself. And last but not least, after carrying out the training program, we evaluate and request feedback from the athlete or the client to adjust and then to modify the training program accordingly to the training response of the athlete. So that's all for the first question. Okay, going on to the second question. As a part of requirement for this course, you have been tasked with performing a systematic review on topics related to strength training and physical conditioning issues. In your opinion, why do you think the systematic review process should be known by all strength and physical conditioning practitioners? Okay, on my opinion, the systematic review process is important because it gives us a deeper insight on issues related to strength and physical conditioning itself. Okay, what are the issues that we are able to understand and learn? Okay, such as improper weightlifting technique and methods. Okay, so and as well, these are the issues lah. So as well as the myths and scientific facts related to strength training and physical conditioning. Okay, so explaining on to the first issue, which is improper weightlifting method or technique. So we know that still throughout overall the world today, there are still practitioners who are teaching improper weightlifting technique and method. This technique and method is wrong according to the realms of the subject itself. So we as professional strength and conditioning experts, it is important to understand these methods and techniques properly so that we do not repeat the same mistake. In the end, if we apply these methods, it is going to injure our client or the athlete itself. So that is the reason why it's important to do the systematic review and process. Going on to the second issue of it, which is the myth and scientific fact. Differentiating the difference between myth and scientific fact, it gives us a deeper insight on the true understanding of this subject itself. One of the myths I went through was, there are coaches who said that long distance runners do not need to perform any strength training or physical conditioning because it makes them bulkier and heavier. But in fact, research has shown that by performing strength training, it gives you a better performance and it improves your running efficiency. This is according to research. I'm not speaking on my own words. So these are the types of things and issues that we will face being in this field. So it is important to do the systematic review process so that we know what is the actual insight or fact of it. So that is my opinion for the second question. So as a practitioner, I will apply what I have learned through the systematic review process so that I myself will not repeat the same mistake. Okay, for the third question, it is to perform a simulation of correct technique with all of the exercise below using a stick or a water bottle as a replacement. So the exercises are half squat, deadlift, push-up, bent over row, and shoulder presses, which I will insert in a video separately right now. The agonist muscles are known as the contracting muscles, while the antagonist is known as the relaxed or lengthening muscles. As for the half squat, the hamstrings are the agonist muscle, and the quadriceps are the antagonist muscles. As for the deadlift, the gluteus maximus are the agonist muscles, while the quadriceps are the antagonist muscles. For the bent over row, the agonist muscles are latissimus dorsi, while the antagonist muscles are the pectoralis major. As for the shoulder press, the agonist muscles are deltoid, and the antagonist muscles are the latissimus dorsi. As for the push-ups, the pectoralis major is the agonist muscle, while the trapezius is the antagonist muscle. As for the fourth and last question itself, it is to briefly explain how heart rate can be used as an indicator of training and what are the suggested percentages of training heart rate for the purpose of recovery, fat burning, and aerobic fitness. Okay, the reason why we use heart rate as a training indicator is because heart rate determines the effort while we are exercising, and it shows how hard the body is working to perform a particular task or workout. The heart is also one of the most important organs in the body, and cardiorespiratory fitness is usually related to overall fitness itself. While the suggested percentage of heart rate for recovery zone is around 50 to 60%. As for the fat burning zone is around 65 to 70%. And as well as the aerobic fitness, it is around for 65 to 75%, which is almost close to the fat burning zone. And to find out the maximal heart rate, there's a formula used to find out the maximal heart rate, which is 220 minus the age. So this shows that the maximal heart rate is not same for individuals, and it may vary according to age, gender, and fitness background. So that's all for now. Thank you.